Yo, what is up guys? FCU here, back with another video, and today we are going to be going over the trifecta. Mbappe up top, Ousmane Dembele right, and Martial on the left. Now, this is the most used and abused front three in FUT champs, online seasons, and pretty much everything. People just love to use these forwards. Now, it is kind of pricey at 200k for all of these three at the moment, but I'm sure the prices will drop. And they were just pretty much insane for me, so let's just get right into the video and see how they played. So the first striker we're going to talk about is Martial, in fact a winger, not a striker, my bad, but he is our left forward in this formation, and I'd say out of the three, Martial was most worth it for his price of I think around 50k at the moment, maybe a little bit less just because of the market crash, but Martial was really incredible for me. He was really strong on the ball, he was really clinical except for here, but still in most situations he was clinical, and he actually managed to score from areas that Dembele couldn't really score from. Dembele's finishing wasn't really a big thing, but Martial here kind of making a goal out of nothing and just diving there out of celebration. But he was really good for me. He felt really quick on the ball. His touch wasn't like way far out in front of him, which one of these players does have a bad touch that goes really far out in front of him. But Martial's was very good. It was really close to his body, and he really made some great runs for me and got in these really good positions. And that was just something that none of the other guys really did, although they did make some good runs. And there, he also won some headers. He's pretty big, so that was helpful too. So the next player we're going to talk about is Mbappe. So Mbappe was very good for me, let's just start off by saying that. I think each of these players bagged in 4 goals and all of them got 2+ assists. Mbappe I think got 3. So they all did very well, but let's just talk about Mbappe right now. His finishing, let's just start off with that. It was very good. When he got in dangerous positions, he would always put it away. Now, one thing that wasn't something that I found impressive about his card was his really bad dribbling. It's kind of far away from his body, as you see there. He just kind of missed a one-on-one, but that was kind of player error. Here he scores with his left, his weak foot, just top bins. All of his goals were just bangers for me, and that kind of came out of nothing as well, as you see there, flopping on the ground. But Mbappe was very good, and like I said, his one pretty big downfall was his touch. I'd also say he's not the strongest, but he does the job. He's not weak like Ousmane was. But as you can see there, his movement was also really good. His movement was probably one of the best attributes on the card. Just pulling away from the defender and tapping that in just for the easy goal there. And one thing he did do well was these runs through the defense. And just, I don't know why I decided to chip that, but that was kind of my fault, not really Mbappe's. But he was really just great for me. He was really quick, his turns were really sharp, and he just kind of played like I thought he would. He's an actual beast. But yeah, as you can see here, just doing some ball rolls and getting the easy pass off to Martial, and we get it to Sigurdsson and almost score, but unfortunately not. So let's get right on to the next player, Ousmane Dembele. So Ousmane Dembele for me was probably the worst out of the 3 up top, although he was still very good. As you can see here, just a great run from him all the way up the field and gets the pass across for the easy tap in. But like I said, he was kind of the weak link in the top 3, although he still did things like this that were kind of game changers, and he was very good, and his finishing was pretty clinical. And he made pretty good runs like this, just really good runs, but there was some times where I felt he could have done a little bit more than he did. So that's the reason I think he was like one of the worst out of the 3. But as you can see here, just running through the whole defense and just finessing it right in the bottom corner. That's something I noticed to be good about him, was his finesse. I didn't really score any other goals with him other than finesses and tap-ins. But yeah, as you can see here, he just does some skills. That's another great thing about his card, is he has 5-star skills. There he does lose it, but gets it back and manages to whip one in and almost gets a goal out of it. But yeah, let's just get on to another clip of him here making a great run. That's one thing I did find really good about him, was his runs, and he almost puts that one away. I don't know if that was a finesse or not, but yeah. Here we can see one of his weaknesses, so he just gets outstrengthed a lot. He's really weak on the ball, and he always fell over, which was probably the reason I really didn't like him out of all of the players, although he still was very good. And there, his lack of strength actually came in handy as he fell over and we got a pen. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this top 3. Now, if I were to rate this top 3 out of 10, I would give them a 9 out of 10. Just based on their 200k cost, I can't really give it a 10 out of 10. It is kind of a little bit expensive for a strike force, but they are very clinical. They got 12 goals total in, I believe, 4 games. Yeah, so 12 goals in 4 games. That's averaging 3 goals per game, so that's very good, and they were very effective. So yeah, that's just going to be it for the video. See you guys next time.